It is the first Saturday, finally, after term. Supposed to have our dance competition in Royal Holloway, but our trip got cancelled. So quite a people walking around everywhere, so I don't really know how to make of that. Okay, the video quality in the video was kind of messed up because of the wind. But I was just saying that in the morning I went to go dance with a friend because I still wanted to dance in the day. Then afterwards, like all the other events were just playing by ear and seeing what happens during the day itself.
Right.
I actually just finished having brunch with a few of my friends. Then after that, we were just talking about the situation, and slowly, I think a lot of my Asian friends have already booked flights back last minute, and I think I'm gonna do that and go back to Singapore. Then I went back to my room and get a mask. Now just running some errands before I leave. But basically, in I think less than an hour, we have decided, or I've decided that I'm going home with. It was a mad rush to book. I actually wanted to fly off somewhere else, but Singapore was around £500 for a flight on Monday, so I guess I'm just doing that instead. Also, is there any way for like a mask? Could not forgot my glasses. Ugh. It's actually just a semi-nice day today, even though like the weather is a bit grey. I think reflecting our moods today. Now, since my flight is within less than a few days, I have to start packing and I have to prepare for my room. The weirdest thing is that like no one's wearing a mask, which I find it's such a stigma not to wear it, because I guess once you wear it, it just means that you're sick or something. But not really. I just want to protect myself, and I just want to make sure that I'm protecting other people from myself in case I have it too. Like, you never really know who has it. Like, I think we're all kind of used to not wanting to wear a mask in this environment. Oh my god, it's so annoying. I can't see no shit. So yeah, I think right now either I'm gonna take a break or just get myself back into that right state of mind so that I can pack for my flight soon. Yep. And probably while I do that, I will just put the video of all my feelings of the whole situation yesterday. Obviously, a lot of things have changed ever since this morning. I think Boris Johnson made a statement about what is going to happen. But yeah, okay, I shall include the video now. So, I don't really know why I'm recording this or who's this for, but I think this is more for me to record my thought process of the whole day, because it has been an information overload on the current situation. And I guess I just want to talk about it and maybe relieve some stress on it. Don't even know if I'm going to post this video or not. So today is the Friday of 13th. Week 8 of Lent term has just ended. Week 8 technically ended on Wednesday, but the Friday means that all my supervisions and most of the work should be done. So like prepare for my exams and then we'll wait for the next term. So my second term in Cambridge has ended. Today wasn't even the best day to begin with, so I'm not even too sure whether I'm sad over the current situation or I'm sad over just my work in general. So today I had 3 supervisions, one in the morning and then like some in the afternoon, and then I was supposed to have a meeting for my director of studies, but because of like preparing for the supos, I missed that meeting and I feel terrible, just feel awful about it. Also, while I was preparing for that super and simultaneously missing my meeting, I also received the news that I am not going to compete tomorrow with my dance team at Royal Holloway, which is actually a good decision because it's such a dangerous predicament and dangerous state that we are in right now. So I'm glad that it's kind of cancelled and the gravity of the situation is really hitting. Then around 4 p.m, 5 p.m, so the university, the college, the department has sent out a bunch of emails regarding the situation. The thing is that they haven't really given out the information of what am I supposed to do or what am I actually waiting for, so they didn't really compare to the information right now. Other schools we know, even Oxford, definitely a lot of schools in London, cancelling their terms or cancelling their exams, or at least moving it to an online platform. Cambridge, of course, I think it's the hustle culture where like we have just been working non-stop for the whole week and finally we're actually able to care about health right now. Now we're just awaiting information. But for international students like me, I'm just waiting to see what the university is deciding on. It was never my plan to go back home this break. I actually wanted to tour around and like stay in Europe because I remember last year I was super stressed preparing for my exam So that was the original plan, and now, like, slowly but like surely, for the past 2 weeks, my plans have been cancelled. All my flights. I've just been like, I need to kind of rearrange them and take a look, or waiting for like the airlines to come up with a policy how to deal with the situation, how I can either change the dates or claim it back. But most of them were budget airlines, so I wouldn't feel too bad on losing the money, even though it's just like, oh shucks, does it really matter right now? Not really. So cancelling is fine to me. I was really like a bit nonchalant about it, to be honest, as like the days coming. Until yesterday, I feel like I treated the whole situation as kind of like, oh, it won't be that bad. So yesterday, I think Boris Johnson released his statement on this, saying that briefly that we're going to lose some of our loved ones. Yeah, after he released his statement, then the comment sections were kind of filled with like the disappointment and like the annoyed at the status quo. Like, it was still funny to me that he actually said that. So coming to the realization that, okay, this is actually a really serious issue. And I think after yesterday, a few people started to like let each other know that, oh, they've been falling sick, and like cases now have been released of people being isolated. But then the weird thing is that like they're not being administered to take a test. For the university, I think they're trying as much as they can to circumvent the issue. It's just that now, without the decision of what's happening to our term, we don't really know what to do. We are just kind of stuck in this limbo state. How long do we fly? Are we supposed to pack our things? Are we even coming back for Easter, our third term? Are we taking exams? A bit more confirmation on this would be great. Now it's only like the 13th of March, but they're only releasing like said information around like 31st of March, or at least for my college, so providing accommodation for international students who are unable to find a way to go back to their home country. And they're insinuating a bit that like we should just take the opportunity now to go back as we still can. However, there's still quite a lot of us who are currently staying within our rooms. I guess I'm just like overthinking and like thinking that like I'm carrying the burden of the situation, or like what's my next plan, where like I'm also at the same time just trying to take it like a step at a time. Things like these, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I think a few of us are just still deciding maybe like cheap airplanes, cheap flights back home, I suppose. That would be a good idea. Okay, hello, this is Jensen from Future, and the video was getting really long and depressing, and I talked really slowly for my own catharsis. But it also just shows the uncertainty that I had, or as international students, that without information this will actually go through the negotiation, because this is a decision about leaving the country. And for international students, it means like you're leaving your friends, you're settling admin, and you're also dealing with like the rising cost of all the different flights that you need to book. And especially for graduating students, because that will be their final year, and it might be the last chance that they see with their friends. So in a time like this, like for international students at least, we need kind of clear leadership and decisions from the university. And like the government, sadly, no one is really making the decision for us, and everyone's being really complacent. Everything is still open, so there's really no hope that the pandemic is going to end anytime soon. And no one's also treating it like a pandemic. So another thing that I talked about later in the video was that about racism around the coronavirus, which is also very dangerous for us international students. It's not as bad in the UK because it's a bit more diverse compared to the videos that I've watched in the US. But for me, when I went to London 1.5 weeks ago from that video, I was already really afraid, because while I was traveling, not only was it the situation not as bad, but still I always had the urge to cough, and there was some news that there was a student in Oxford Street that got beat up. So just the act of resisting my cough is just a really scary thing, to think that this is something you have to go through in a society that you're living as a minority. This is just a thought process that has to go through your mind, that you are just resisting minor inconveniences to you for the greater good. Okay, but just continuing my day, that's all I have to say. Saw a weird exhibition just now at a college, and now just walking around doing my errands. Row 1 of being empty. Another row, I suppose. Fruits and vegetables are like all gone. The meat section itself, it's kind of empty. I want the chicken tonight. Lol, even the granola bars are kind of out of stock. Help. Okay, at least I still have something that's important to me, so that's fine. Oh my gosh. course, the paracetamol and the Panadol, it's all gone. And of course, the famous toilet paper. If I can use this. Oh, they gave me another coupon. Okay, I don't even know when can I even use the coupon. Okay, I finally got back home. Just made dinner for myself. Everything's done. I've been talking to a few friends. They've just been going through their own struggle relating to the situation. Some of them relating to their own personal issues, or like finding out about where's everyone going and how they're dealing with the virus itself. Right now, almost I can guarantee say like at least 80% of my friends who, at least for the Singaporean side that I know of, are like all kind of going back in one form or another, or just leaving this area. That includes people from different schools. A lot of friends that are studying in London, for example, since their schools are cancelled, they're going to fly back within this weekend. My friends, a lot of them are flying on the same flight as me as well. Some of my friends are flying later, different countries are flying later. I'm personally actually just trying to convince some of my friends to go back. I think another big concern is that why I didn't want to go, or why I only made this decision right at the last minute, because there is that concern of, if I'm going back, will I pass through the airport and be like asymptomatic virus carrier in this, where I just pass it on to the older generation or to my parents. But hopefully not. I guess like our whole family is ready to take that chance. I'm ready to quarantine myself. It's just so shocking in this one day. It's kind of glad I decided to vlog about this, because I know I'm going to forget about it. But so many people have already started to rethink plans. People are already booking everything. Flights itself, I don't know whether I mentioned this earlier, but it rose, at least the flights I checked to Hong Kong, it rose from 600 to 800 pounds, which is, I think, crazy. And then even when I tried to go on the website, it like crashed on me. Don't know if anyone's even gonna watch this video, and I can't even say like, please enjoy the video, and I hope you enjoyed the video, because like, this is a terrible way to end up. But yeah, I think that's that for now. I hope everyone's safe. I hope everyone will continue to be empathetic and like patient and generous with what they have, and we can all get through this together. Well, okay, bye.